So this morning, through my travels, I went out to breakfast. Then I came out of the restaurant, and this guy was standing outside, and I couldn't understand what he was saying, but he was homeless, and he was like, "Can I have some money for food? I'm hungry." I said, "Well, what do you want to eat, sir?" Yeah, I called him sir. You know why? Because he's a human being. That's why. He looked at me like, I said, "What would you like to eat?" He said, "Can I have $1, please?" I said, "Well, $1 will not buy you anything to eat, but I could buy you something to eat. So I went back in the restaurant. Well, the owner came out and told him, "You gotta leave, you gotta leave." And then I said, she was telling him, "You gotta leave, you gotta leave. You can't be around here, begging for food." She didn't say that, but she didn't want him outside her restaurant. And she's really a nice lady actually, but he didn't she just didn't want him there. And she didn't mean it in a bad way, but I understood what she was saying too. But then I said to her, "I can buy him something to eat. I'll pay for it." So I went back and she said, "I can make him a cheeseburger." So she made him a cheeseburger and fries. I went inside to pay for it. I told the guy and a drink, and I told the guy not to leave. I'll come right outside and bring him his food. So when I gave it to him, I said, "Well, this is from Jesus. Jesus loves you. Please go eat this. Don't throw it away now." He says, "I will." I said, Jesus loves you. And Jesus told me to buy you this meal because I know you're hungry. And he told me, Jesus loves you too, he told me. Yeah. And it was sad while I was waiting inside the restaurant to get his meal. People were coming outside the restaurant and he was still begging for money, or begging for something. And they were just like, "No man, no man, no man." Like every one of them, at least 10 of them, none of them didn't have the heart to be human. And that just killed it for me. Like, are there any humans? Do they exist? Do they? Not even $1 for him? Not even a cup of coffee. I mean, nobody would even go inside and say, "I'll just go buy this guy a cup of coffee." Nope. Because people don't give a fuck. And if you don't give a fuck, you know what happens? God don't give a fuck either. And I shouldn't just say fuck when I'm getting mad. Because when I see injustice, it makes me so fucking angry that people cannot be people. People can't be humans to other humans. Just because he's homeless, you're going to treat him like he's a nobody? But let me tell you something. He's a somebody. He's a God child just like how you are. So how dare you not buy him a cup of coffee? Or maybe a little sandwich. How about that? Because you think that you got all the money in the world and that all that money is for you? That money you got in your pockets, God gave you that money. And you can't share it. I'm not saying to go write him a $1 million check, but you could have bought him a meal. But no, none of these people, none of 10 people that walked out of that store or restaurant could buy him not even a freaking $1.50 cup of coffee. I mean, I was just like, it's like, God, why are people like this? And while I was waiting for his cheeseburger and fries, I was nodding, shaking my head like, and God is saying, just because they're not humans, you be human. And yeah, I said, yeah, of course. Because humility, if you don't have humility and humanity in you, then get off my fucking channel. I'll know it. I'll feel it. Why people are not human? I don't understand. It is freaking 33 degrees out here, and none of them could buy him a cup of coffee? I was so sick to my stomach. It was sad. He didn't even have any place to go eat. I said, "Please." And he said he was going to go down the road and eat on the bench. Mm-hmm. Yep. How sad is that? I love when I said, God bless you, this is from Jesus. Jesus loves you. And he said to me, he looked right in my eyes, straight up, and he says, Jesus loves you too. Oh my God. I just got this channel right now. He was Jesus. I love you, Jesus. You see? You see how Jesus comes in disguise and tests those 10 people? They failed the test and you didn't. So sad. Because when he looked at me right in the eye, he said, Jesus loves you too. The way he said it. So I walk home. I'm like, feeling sad for him. And I don't even know him. He's a stranger. But you know why I'm feeling sad? Because there are no humans in this world. There's no humility. There's no humanity. And that's what's sad. And I'm sitting here and thinking, who was he? And I just got chill. That was Jesus. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry. Thanks for listening.